everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today. There's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the 49ers going up against the Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Hyde. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll throw here, Beathard. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. See if they stay on the ground for second down. On the counter, this is Hyde. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. Now Beathard. And able to find Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on second down. Carter. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go. Now Carter throwing on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They start the drive with Hyde. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw is Beathard. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tano Passanio in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Here's Beathard to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right near the 39. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now from the gun on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right, and this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll give to Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Here's Hyde. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Attempt carry for Hyde. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. To throw is Beathard. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Here's Carter on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carter. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. 2nd down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Here's Beathard to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Carter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Carter off the bootleg. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now Carter operating from the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Carter now going to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's Carter on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf. Tano Passanio in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. On for the field goal try, Robbie Gould. His career long, 58. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That's it, baby! What's tight end? 4 down, 4 down. Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! 98, watch 98, 98, 98.
Looking to throw on second down. Carter. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Back to throw Beathard. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a night. Nice gain. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run it again with Hyde. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And now here comes Kansas City. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second. Back to throw is Carter. To throw on second down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Armstead with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And to give this time to the tailback. Room to run past midfield. Shifts by him at the 25. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
And he will find his man on the outside. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Carter from the gun, he'll throw. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A give left to Hyde. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. 40-yard line. They run again with Hyde on first. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's Hyde. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. And really pouring it on now with the Cowboys. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time.
Oh, that really would have been something to see, but he's denied by the framework.
Do you remember seeing David Akers in Green Bay a few years ago on opening day? He had a 63-yarder to end the half, hit the crossbar, and go over. So sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it works against you.
And this time, it's against. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Now Carter looking to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And some space here. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Carter now on 1st and 10. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Elvis Dumerville in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. To throw on 2nd down. Carter eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He dumps it to Hyde. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Hyde. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now, oh, no, he lost the football.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll go with a keeper, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now this time he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Carry number 20 here for Hyde. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Ohio. Flex round.
Here's Carter to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Carter, operating from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a run with Hyde. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now back to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple. Of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Niners on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Boo, Lanny. Boo, Lanny.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. .46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Being chased out left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. Carter. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Carter throwing on first down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Now Carter to throw on second down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carter now looking to throw on second down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Carter throwing again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Solomon Thomas. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one.